on as far wide as an angle as he could take, and Sen take a pistol. Like I said, they'll feel like it was owed to them, but also, they've just been so good in the rifle round situations. They've still been playing G2 close. Yeah. Surely this is what it takes to push them over the line and get a 2-1 lead in this series. It's now Sen's map to win, I would say.
The players from Sentinel start. Zelsis going to be feeling tested and pressured, but not quite when Zekin's off by his side. Stun's still going to be connecting, going for the, oh my goodness, going for the flash peek around the side. It's going to be a nade knockdown, and they want to fight this one too, Van Nail. I was going to say it could be overzealous, but these guys are just...
Well, map one.
The ping pong play from
Pearl.
Zekin and Zelsis is so good. When Zekin backs off, Zelsis flashes himself in.
Pearl Abyss Fracture.
Possible, and Jonah P purely prioritizing the ult orb there. A shutdown, meticulous.
Keeping this money nice and good for the Sentinels bonus round, just taking a peek at it. Doubles the danger to it, but just holding it down towards A main in this one. Not dropping anybody, so there's the danger here. And
Zach.
Oh my god, his hair's crazy.
Great little duo play. So where's he taking the outlaw then? Over on that same off angle that we saw Leaf playing. So Leaf actually might end up taking contact here against the same spot. Although he's looking to just control this area rather than hunt for a kill, I would imagine, because he's the only player on G2 pressuring B.
Mid-control given up by Sen. They have to be scared of this. Enough time has passed now without too much...
3 stingers.
That through main. Knife's not going to be catching on to Trent, so... Just a full duration out of that drone. He can slowly creep towards A main, take back control. Probably going to be aware of the fact... There was that refight, hard refight from Zelsis, a bit of a conditioning from him, so G2 need to be wary that they could pounce on their bonus.
Drone doesn't catch onto Jorgamo. Isn't deep enough to force out his gate crash either. No threat of the suppression, and this was what we were talking about earlier.
What a shot!
What is that?
You're kidding me?
He's so ready for it though. He plays in that spot himself all the time.
He just knows the crosshair placement. That's a hard shot to hit.
This
Even
one,
if you notice somebody there.
this timing might be hard to hit.
Still going for it. Wait, he's calling the players back over towards B.
He's using the trademark for info, trying to clear that spot, and Bang was in that spot just a moment ago.
Oh my god.
And just that Jorgamo insert in through mid. Thriving in the chaos. A deep flash into the corner. Array has no options whatsoever. Flawless from G2. Well navigated against the Sen bonus. There could have been danger there.
And I am already, and this is very early to say this, but I'm already a little worried about what Sen are doing in mid. They committed super heavy to the B trap, and that's fine, but they had a single Taeho drone to re-clear through middle there, and otherwise, it looked like Jorg could basically run around in the late part of the round, do whatever he wanted.
It was just well suggestion, now it's Zekin.
It's going to be difficult for Sen to hold on. One of the goals might be to try to force out that Taeho drone as early in the round as you possibly can, because then it applies max pressure later on. Flash, fake teleport.
Yeah, really creating the threats in the back of the minds of the Sen players.
Paranoia from Narrate, but no re-clear actually, so they used the Omen flash, but still have to watch mid.
Spot in the corner as Zelsis throws out the knife. Largely dodged, I believe, in play. Shock darts up against it. Nate's still going to be good for it. Now a flash of his own, trying to play himself back in, but Jorgamo's way ahead of it. On top of it, of the wrist. I mean, what an adjustment by Leaf. They're picking centerpieces with their defense.
Mid is such a gap right now, and that means that all of the rotates have to go through spawn. They're so late, these rotates. Zekin can't even connect with the rest of the team. It's going to be a 3-person save. It's not really the A anchoring that is the problem in this round, even though it might look like that because they lost the sight. It's the fact that you can't get reinforcements in there.
Yeah, losing control of mid early, there needs to be the idea in Sen's mind.
And that's
to
why
clear it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, even though it's right at the beginning of this half, it already looks worrying actually. Because the protocols are not really there.
Okay, nice.
You saw in this round, Narrate throws a paranoia, and you got to expect, in his head, he's thinking, well, I'm throwing that for John. John is then supposed to swing out through a smoke and make sure there's no one there. But they're not willing to commit to that.
Wait, what? What?
All right, fair enough. Jorg didn't like that skin that he was using.
Yeah,
He'd
not
like a
too
different one, please.
Not sure if that was intentional. All good.
That makes sense.
But you've put yourself in a rough spot here, Sen, actually, because it looked like they were going to run away with
Another up?
this. They had the, the idea of winning a pistol. It's a good idea.
And all
Now
those
they've
shield.
got themselves in a spot where Jorg and Jonah P can sync up some kind of Yoru Breach combo. It's a bit concerning. G2 could close the gap.
The salvos, there's little gaps and windows of play there. Jump spot to see if they can see through mid. They know that Zekken is holding on to this operator. It's pretty apparent from the previous round at least.
Fake TP again. Narrate will have heard that. Does it force out drone from John?
And John's just jump spotting
Yeah, I mean,
around.
droning this early on in the round is terrible because then you've just got nothing to give you info when you might be going for an exec at the minute mark.
Look, this is literally rinse and repeat of what we just saw. I mean, G2 can go into this A hit, wait the drone. Aftershock into the corner, that's meant to be the punish. So John's forced to cancel and just, whoops, get the hell out of there.
Leaf can't cross.
Still gets out with the one.
What?
Leaf can't cross.
No! Put the up away, put the up away, put the up away.
Sky high, Zelsis. Can he still stay alive and kicking? Threading the needle.
Oh my god!
Himself way into the side here. Better spamming and off offloaded with the ult.
What?
Just using that just to try and survive. Up through mid though. That is creeping. Leaf still down.
How did they not kill him though?
And this is the danger, as you mentioned. But there's still 27 seconds to play with Bang. Gonna be the playmaker once more. Doing it over and over again. Time be at the back of his mind, but he doesn't know where Leaf is still creeping. He can't really hard commit to these players that are working their way over towards B. Plant out towards Cliff. Deep flash dodged. And Leaf's still there. He's holding it down.
Oh!
Forwards. Bang. Creeping closer onto the side now, and he's applying pressure of his own. He's trying to get Sentinel straight back
Oh!
into this fight, but sidestepping. It's good move.
No! Okay, okay, okay.
Over the reload out into the open, and Jonah P and Zelsis forced to do a lot into this spot, and the backstab finally comes through.
That round is chaos, absolute chaos. Both teams had lost control on that. There was an attempt from G2 to try to commit into A once Zelsis went for the flash. Only Trent ran in. Really rare to see that level of discoordination from G2. And Sen again had that gap through mid where Leaf found a pick. It was anyone's round to take. But Sen had come out with the goods. I mean, this is mad. You do not see G2 make that kind of mistake very often.
That's me playing as a duelist. Nobody ever enters with me.
Pressure.
No more sign on the mic. You hear me? Give me a fist bump. I just need
Need a what? Need a what?
No.
Won't hear that. What does he need? Probably some tactical adjustment.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds more like I would imagine, and this is speculation at this point, that it's a little similar to what we were talking about earlier in prior games. Do you remember we showcased this clip of Narrate after they won the game against Loud, and he was like, I can't win these fair fights.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of the way that Narrate is emotionally attached to the game is attached to his own performance and his ability to win fair gun duels. How many fair gun duels has Narrate taken on defense? He keeps getting timinged by a player up mid.
Yeah.
So like Narrate's job is to plug the gap in mid, and he keeps having somebody like Jorg or Leaf take a timing against him. So if I had to speculate, I think Narrate's just saying like, I need some fair fights in mid. I need you guys to actually clear this gap with me, and then I'll stop sighing on the microphone.
And this is Sen calling timeout despite winning that last round, and could be many reasons for it. Honestly, it could be the chaos of that round. I mean, Sen just hits the panic button. Kaplan.
It's the mid gap. I'm telling you, it's the mid gap. Even in that round that they won just then in round 17, there's an enormous mid gap, and Narrate is clearly not happy about having to deal with it himself. And I would agree. I don't think they're doing a good job of defending against it. So, what's the adjustment from Kaplan? Are they going to fight mid? Are they going to op mid?
Looks like it. I mean,
Narrate is just going to tuck himself into here.
so they know the gate crash is only going up on the left side of mid. I think the plan might just be smoke up when I hear it, play anti-flash, see if they can peek, and this time, okay, it's a committal with a dimensional drift, so there's no punish in sight. And And Jorgamo's going to be getting a lot of information. This is a different twist into it, despite the adjustments that Sen are trying to make. So
Can we like put that up away?
Jorgamo needs to
I don't think it's working.
I think that they've got a variety of players just tapping away with the bullets.
I don't think it's working.
Onto the angles. Leaf has been dealt with. He was cut up onto the side. There's still no plant here for G2. Time has been bought for these Sen players, and they are rapidly approaching. Hold on, there's a timing!
Oh, what a play.
Jorgamo's ahead of it. Drone at his feet, not worried about it. No defense inside, and with that Heaven control, an extra difficulty now. Lay it down for the Sen retake, especially with the op into the hands of Zekin. He has to be a passive player. It's the rest of his team now that need to step up, and Bank does so. He's forward onto the site now. Making sure to apply that pressure evenly, but they still need to worry about this Heaven player. They might be trying to catch him here onto the timing, and yes, Narrate's caught him. Here's the danger, spamming down onto them. It's bullets raining from above. Narrate can stick this one. The smoke's into their faces, and what is the next option? It's a pull. Still got half though. These players are so low. Wait a minute.
No!
Wait a minute! Trent is pulling off.
Oh my
God! Absolute miracle. Despite the
Jump off, jump off, jump off.
choice just to watch from the sidelines here and try and survive away from the sphere, but just
No!
faced by it. There's no saving that operator.
And that's a pretty big problem for Sentinels because now their eco's in a really rough spot too.
No,
So
you
it's
stop
one
buying.
way for Bladestorm.
Stop buying the
Maybe
op,
they
bro.
can make a play for an orb.
Mm-mm.
It's all of the chip damage that was done earlier that allows the spam to come through. The spam is really unreliable now, but it's a good plant position.
Oh my god!
And that's not over Mike. You've got to remember that the coaches are not live to the players in that spot. So Kaplan's not worried about throwing off the team morale, but even from the snippet we heard earlier, you know that Sen are starting to feel very frustrated about this, despite being in the lead. It's a weird spot. They're in the lead, but they're almost more frustrated than G2 are right now.
They can feel the momentum slipping away from them. The money in this round, not great. Inside the smoke. G2 got to be aware of the fact that there is some danger here, and yet you can see Bang, he's trying to replenish the smoke that he was in. Just gets caught with the random spam. That's underhanded.
What?
Behind himself. Oh, what's happening? They're chasing the kills down. G2 not really willing to let anyone.
Oh, he has a stinger.
Decision made for
He has a
don't
stinger.
want to give away too many more ults when
Hey, he's gonna win that with
so
the
much
stinger.
closer to it. I mean, 2 away. Gonna try and play for the long con here, but Sentinels are struggling to get a grip into this half.
They certainly are. Now, previous round, they had a game plan. Kaplan gave them a game plan coming out of the tag timeout, but they couldn't really execute it because Jorgamo had Yoru ult. So it just broke whatever they were trying. Do they go back to that game plan? Are they going to stick with what their coach told them, or do we see an adjustment? They have a lot of ultimates, but Sen's comp, I don't know, like your Omen ult and your Bladestorm aren't necessarily doing too much unless Zekin's frying.
They have 4 ults right
Cosmic
now.
Divide is definitely going to put a bit of a difference into the retake.
Heavy stack of players from Sentinels. Fault line, 2 of them stunned up. In through the smoke as well, trying to take these timings and then fighting ahead of it. This is a difference. Sen trying to take it. A bit of argy-bargy onto the side. Jonah P just spots the top of the cranium. But not expecting the backstab.
Okay.
The rate was there, ready with open arms.
Was this their plan?
Heavy stack on B. G2 not ready for it. They were expecting, I've got to imagine, Sen to be more worried about mid based on the conditioning prior. Sen are like, nah, we'll just fight them. Where we hear noise, we will simply fight them, and then we'll cover the lurk timing later. This should be unwinnable for G2.
Should be.
Down into the open, they've got
Should be unwinnable.
Contact just the slightest of jiggles, sees it. And here's the. Oh, wait a second. Narray losing that fight.
That's a whiff.
It adds difficulties.
The flank, though. The flank from John.
Yeah. He's got to be the savior for them. They can't stop the plant, but they still have a very good chance of winning this round, assuming the timing is taken. He's missed him. Missed him into the corner. These. Well, Armageddon's not going to give away the position. It's going to push them straight into his grass, though.
Okay.
Imagine at that. It's the major benefit of it. Oh, and John. Oh, he's lucky to be alive there, but with it, he gets the information he was looking for. They know where Trent is. Stunned up, out into the corner. Still loses it, but it's an impossibility at this point. Cliffside plant, full stick.
Wait, I don't know how Tejo works.
Sen are able to get up to 11.
Let's see if this game plan continues from Sentinels. They're 2 away. 2 rounds away from being able to take both map picks from G2 with really nice ideas. But most of the preset ideas came in the first half, and now they're kind of scrambling. It's a lot of improv stuff, audible calls, trying to figure out and adapt on the fly. So far, though, the adjustment in that round that worked was heavy fight the site, tried to flood in, tried to anchor, stack the site.
Oh my
What
god, the
G2 were
crowd
going
is
for,
so
and
loud.
worry about the mid lurk later. If Leaf realizes that, he might be able to find a quicker lurk time, and there's always a counter. It just comes down to identifying what your opponents are going to be doing. That is not where he wanted the trademark. He was trying to clear out a potential push up.
That timing's been missed for him, so still going to be taking it. He's lurking his way up through mid. Like you said, Senna just willing to give up the entirety of that middle section. Trust that they can flood defend in time if the hit does start to come in. I mean,
Early.
it's slow going for G2. Early drone.
Early drone. And now they don't have much to reclaim mid. They're going to have to do it with bodies.
Drone forwards.
I want more fried rice.
That's a rolling thunder that will be connecting. Still survives, still stays. Tethered onto the corner. He's going to be TPing. Repositions. In through the smoke as well. He's cut up the angles. They don't know where this guy is playing from.
Oh. Oh.
Jorgenmo's still trying to play this one forwards, but Lee finally takes that timing. Up to go straight through mid. Can't win the fight out though from those straggling players, and Sentinels have an opening, a window for them. Valen forced to get off that plant. There's danger there with the salvos raining down from above, but John is low. Knives in the hands of Zekken. What is the play they're going to cook up in this spot? Cosmic Divide. This is going to force send forwards. Gives Valen that space to reposition.
Ooh, he's scared.
Playing
Flank?
back. There's a dash forwards. It was saved just for this. One with a stun. Anything to try and coordinate this attempt. And they have cleared up most of the side. They've got to know these players playing behind Pillar.
It's not a good plan.
Not really. They double up now and take this fight towards them, but still no kills that could be earned by G2. Despite it not being a good plan, time is ticking. It's getting away from Sentinels here. They need to force the issue. Salvos out wide. That's what they were waiting for. And it's straight out of rifle. Is that time? Yes, just about.
Yeah, they have enough time. Wait, damn. Okay.
My God.
I was like, what are they? I was like, what are they waiting for? Crazy, crazy.
A second.
That's my fragging IGL.
And they used all of that time to wait for John's util to come back online.
Yeah.
They used the stun updraft dash to clear any post-plant positions that were going to be close. And then the salvo pushes everybody into both of the Sen players on the retake.
Insane levels of discipline required to wait that out when the time is ticking at that degree.
Yeah,
And if it's of a second, you're waiting for the cooldown to come back on.
I mean, an incredible spray transfer too from John, who's been amazing in this series.
Crazy.
He has looked so good.
Sent up to 12. One more step is all they
New
need
strat unlocked.
in this best of 5 grand finals.
Jorgenmo going for the Eurowalt up mid again.
He's looking for that information.
Hasn't found Narrate.
Yeah. Spots the one. Clear out most of the way towards heaven as well.
Full retake. Now you're playing this against a Cosmic Divide from Bang, so on-site post-plant positions are probably going to be required.
Figuring it out like they are somewhat aware, but G2, a couple of players off onto the side as a Cosmic Divide to split them up, and that's why Trent is playing up and close and personal. The ball line, just a slight whiffage, but still the kills are raining down upon them. Jorgenmo ETP back into the spawn angle, I believe. Tried to cut it up behind them. They dealt with it, at least partially. The salvos now drop down onto the cliffside. Slide out of the way! Drop down! And Trent has no choice but to just fire a last-ditch effort. Anything to survive this. John's found the kill. Second under the fuse, the slightest of taps, and Jonah B is nowhere near. It's inevitable.
Oh shit! Oh my god! They did their homework.
That's an unreal map. So much scrambling on the fly.
Wait, Narrate is so tall.
Sends comms themselves, so they themselves didn't believe the full way. I mean, they're like trying to make sure that everybody's mental is on track and rebounding, calling, getting input from the coaches, and yet they find those hidden
Is
reserves.
his BO5 gonna end early?
The pistol desperately needed too to set them on the right track. But a 13-9 victory, upsetting G2 on the 2 maps so far in the BO5 that they picked. Sen have got their eyes firmly on that trophy, and Zelsis, from what we've heard in the comms, guiding the ship beautifully.
Yeah. Just an emotional anchor for the team when it's needed as well, keeping everybody's mental resilience in check, because that's the big test in best of 5s. Sometimes it doesn't come down to the strategy, and it did to some degree, but you have to keep the mentals intact. You have to understand you can win in those moments, even when you're knocked down.
This was
Sentinels
G2's
have
map
proved that
pick, I
so
think.
far, and now it's up to G2 to see if they can answer back.
I need Zelsis on my team. Wait, I'm gonna go get more fried rice. I'll be right back.
I've got a bunch of different mice.
When you find the one, you know it's the one.
전 이게 제일 좋은 것 같아요.
Look at this. Isn't this perfect?
누가 만들었는지 알려주는 것도 같이 들어있고.
This mouse is ready for a fashion show.
It's Pulsar by me.
It's by me.
It's Pulsar by you.
That's my IGL. Why there's so many damn prayers in here?
Doing enough to slow it down. Lee's timing is impeccable.
Silent all over, and second swings backside, gets three.
A win on Abyss for Sentinels puts them a map
Fracture!
ahead of the
Fracture!
series, now just one away from claiming
Wait,
the
this is
second
a
kick
third
off
game.
for 2 years running. Welcome back to VCT Americas. I wanted to talk quick about that composition from Sentinels and how their double smoke
Wait.
is so powerful on
Let
the
me check.
attacking side. They're running the Astro
I was at work.
on this map, which
I don't
is
know what
rather
happened.
unusual, but the biggest strength of it is how they can play around their mid control. This is an early round 4, the first rifle round of this game, but in pretty much every round from Sen, you see them play
Oh, they play split
one right
first?
there, which is essentially cutting off all of the normal lines that defenders are going to want to peek out, look down this area.
Sentinel's
and
still crazy on
keep
split.
control of mid on this map. What that does is constantly threatens a wall.
I don't know what that was with the
Because
100
they have
Thieves game.
smokes, they can do
Was
that
it 100
every
Thieves or
single
that? I don't
round,
remember.
while still having enough smokes to go
And
into
then
an execute,
G2 won
unlike some of
Pearl
those
and
maps where
Abyss
you
is
end up
Sentinels.
waiting for
Okay,
these
they're
smokes
winning
to
their
come
map
that can
picks.
come. And let's see how that plays out in this round. You see, G2 is
We know.
2 players in mid. Their breach is holding vents, which was broken at the very beginning of the
Okay, they're winning their map pigs. Okay.
Here.
Wait, no.
Also have
I'm so confused.
player there.
No. Fracture is Sentinel, so G2 is a business. So they're winning each other's map picks. Okay.
Because the
I can do it.
With mid, it's a free site. G2 are playing the retake. But the problems don't end there, because the spike is about to come down. And look at the positioning. You still have a player anchoring back B. You still have 2 players checking on mid. Someone is worried about that push into vents. And all of these players are having to rotate all the way back through, re-clear that space. And by the time they've re-cleared that space, Sen is already into the site with a winning post plant. They'll close this round out, and they did that consistently on their attacking side to get up and now be a map away. Let's check in now with Wyatt and GB, who are standing by in the crowd.
Wyatt and GB?
Thank you so much for that, Mimi. Yes, we decided to come amongst the people in the arena.
Is that the trophy? Why are they so small?
Sentinels, they're currently up in this series 2-1, and they're 1 step away from winning kickoff. Wyatt, we heard in the piece earlier, Leaf was talking about how this Sentinels team really relied on heroics, but it truly was the heroics and some damn good game plan that brought them over the
Is that tens?
Definitely. Leaf was talking about that before these 2 teams matched up.
Why are there so many NPCs today? It's Saturday.
Come to fruition.
Oh, they're getting food. Never mind. I was like, where are the people?
Starting on the attack side with that comp, as Mimi illustrated, really important. And then over on defense, clutching out those post plants, 2v2s where John is stepping up with great utility, gets them over the finish line. Thrilled to see this go to Fracture, which is going to be so interesting given that these 2 teams have not played it yet. So we don't know
really
what's in store for us from either side.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities here, without a doubt.
I mean, who the fuck would choose Fracture?
I'm certainly expecting to see a lot of Breach Tejo from both sides. They're again,
Tejo
being the 2 teams that have really leaned into what may be the best meta, playing these new agents, and so I expect to see that on Fracture where they really thrive. We've seen plenty of other teams in Americas running that here too.
Yeah, well, folks, this is it. I mean, we're getting down to the wire here, right? You're at map 4.
I think they're running it because they're able to. Like, they're in the uppers. They can't really... The people in lowers can't really test shit.
How do you guys see? You think G2 can make map 5 happen? Or do you think Sentinels are going to close it at map 4 right here?
I don't think that was G2. So
I think G2 was winning that.
G2 winning the crowd screaming challenge?
I gotta say, I did not expect that, and I don't know what to do with my hands. But in any case,
I think people just wanted to see 5 games, so they get their money's worth.
Because we're gonna get ready for map number 4. Catch you then.
Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, might have food in my teeth as well. Just catching a quick break and a snack as well. Got to fuel up for this one because we could be going a distance. That's what I mean. It's a best of 5, and Sentinels, they are 1 map away from being crowned our kickoff champions here in 2025. That is as well another title to add to their,
another kickoff
cabinet
champion
case that's going crazy, and potentially leading into Bangkok with the same energy they had in 2024.
It's also G2, a team that we haven't seen lose a single map on this stage. Almost on the edge of, I mean, it's not elimination necessarily at this point. They've already earned their spot on Masters Bangkok, but it would be another trophy denied, as it was last year in Stage 1 and Stage 2 in Americas. They were in both finals, and they couldn't find a trophy.
But this trophy is so ugly.
Have they got a choking problem? Is it more to do with their opponents that...
Like somebody... I'd rather lose. I don't want this shit.
I think there's a lot of those kind of discussions going to come if Sen are able to push things across the line. But if they are to win here, it'll be on Fracture, a map where we haven't seen Sentinels play in VCT this year. And we're expecting a lot of Breach Tejo because these teams have indexed super heavily into the new meta.
as well. Some big clashes between these two teams, because that's what you get with Fracture. Hope the OBS team have got a couple of Red Bulls.
Why is there so many carrots in this shit?
It's going to be messy, and so Jorgamo getting a breach tail.
Yeah,
Expected.
and we know that this team is
Do you
extremely
even like?
coordinated with those
Do
kind
you
of plays.
even know what
They
you're
plant
eating?
traps, and they have enormous amount of utility to clear you out when G2 are on the attack side, which they're going to
Stay home, obviously.
we see basically
And
every
bring-
position except Zekrom and Yoru. So that means less util coming out from the Raze nade, but more opportunity to do stuff like the Yoru ult that gets you past a lot of the defensive util, and to mess with the opponent's Vice.
I think I might prefer it, to be honest, in terms of that head-to-head matchup. It just depends on the amount of time that's been put in the focus onto Fracture as our map here, because for Sentinels, it was the world. Again, a reminder, this is the difference maker for them. They win this map, they will be our champions of 2025 kickoff. Quick little fly through as well. Hold on to your seats, because we're getting into the action momentarily, and it will be chaotic. It will be scrappy if any of these other Fracture games are anything to judge off.
I don't think that Sen are going to be able to hold on to tower control. That, to me, seems like a big concern. Celsius started the round there and then slips in front, but G2's pistol walking through Dish. They ran the same.
I hope it
pistol
ends this game
previously.
so I can go take a nap.
Realizing it's the potential opener. Hello, suppression to Zek, and he actually can't evacuate away from this play. The Salva's pushing him back, but this is a call by Sentinels. They want to fight this one forwards into the spawn, see if they can catch Trent unaware. He's got to hear these rumble of the footsteps, and he's playing the slightest of off angles right by the ropes as well. He has an exit strategy, but he might just want to take the fights to them. He does just that. Sentinels with a two-player disadvantage now, forced to see if they can make risks and plays of their own, but the rate is just swept away. G2 fully in control.
A flawless for G2 to open on the pistol, and not just in terms of the shooting, but also in terms of the execution. Jorg blast packs out into sight. They get the plant, and the positioning could not be better from Trent. If you're the solo player taking halls in your rank games like that, tuck into that corner. I mean, you've just got the best chance of success. Yeah, picture perfect from him. Without
I think
support.
they're just gonna win each other's map picks. Oh my god, I didn't fucking put my points in. Oh well.
We're telling a story about it being really down to execution, ideas, your preparation. G2 have found an empty B site over here as well. There is some element of luck sometimes on Fracture, of whether the defense decides to go aggressive in a certain area.
4 lanes, the coin flip.
There is more of that in this.
Time is it?
Most
It's
others.
5 p.m. right now. Goddamn. Oh my god!
Peaks has gone out.
His fat ass Sandals classic.
Get rid of it, but this is going to be a plan down for G2. Everybody up and ready to take this one. Not just that, I mean, the post-man positions are pretty impeccable. Tower control, main control. It's going to be hard for Sen to get anything done.
Another big thing that the Yoru doesn't give you, if we want to talk about comp analysis just for a moment as well, is the Raze nade for plant denial. You still have salvos, you still have aftershock. Sen are not going to be too worried about that kind of stuff, but they don't have as much utility. See how that kind of stuff plays out.
And the hunt begins.
Oh no!
String together the ults, get them online nice and early.
Nobody too close though. Jog not given as many orbs as perhaps he was hunting for, hungry for. But there's yet to be a kill from the side of Sentinels. Double flawless.
Yeah, that shit. That's it out like a sore thumb. That's like the opposite of what Camo does.
Send bundle taketh away.
But this is their chance for Sentinels to get back into things. A bit more even footing. In fact, largely on the side of Sentinels when it comes to that economy.
It's the pistol round setup again. Trent, the only player towards Hall's side.
Oh, it is these.
His job to wait for a push, to drone, to get information, and then potentially have Jorgamo blast pack through and crunch a player like Zekken.
Good noise being made. Seems to be an awareness from the Sentinels players, but Smokes are going to be dividing up the site now. It's all up onto G2. Jorgamo will make an attempt to conquer. And speaking of that, I mean, Sentinels just overwhelmed Trent.
Shut up, it's just so high.
Comfortable position. With him gone, they don't have to worry about the A main flank too much. And G2 don't really have the weaponry to be taking straight up duels here.
They're pushing spawn.
Yeah, risk to their own. Zelsays!
Oh!
Firing down and raining them down.
Almost.
Still from the back. Leaf, lot to contest blessed with their sound cues all around him, and so
Let's go, let's go.
survived by Sentinels.
It's a bit strange to run a bonus round that's exactly the same as your pistol round, because you've already given them a chance to learn the lessons from that first loss. And here the lesson was, we need to be earlier onto Trent. We can't allow him to just get back into that passive position already. And they caught him with
Bro.
a wave of flashes. I mean, Breach flash, Yoru flash.
Let's go.
And then they could turn around and deal with the pack from
Oh, that's
G2.
it echoed.
Critically as well, I mean, G2 haven't been able to keep the ball rolling in terms of ultimates gained.
No.
There's 4 orbs to choose from on Fracture. If you take it slow and steady, you might be able to make your way towards it. It's power
This
to
is Raze versus
Last time we saw
Yoru.
G2 play, they were fast tempo, which is a little bit unusual. You expect them to be more of that slower defaulting team. But on this map, they just ran a bunch of fast set plays.
No! The repeat, put a boom in your face just makes it a bit of a mistake there still. It's answered back. That was John QT just layering down that covering fire. And the orbs, that's a sound cue.
Yeah, that's so good.
Leave, here's the reposition, a bang, and nose to punish. Conventional drift going to be expended though. Second, he's got to do something to try and turn the tide of this fight. Sweeping their way out through the smokes. A bit of gowns going to be gained out through and wide. G2 running down these players.
That's a disgusting kill onto Zeka towards the end of his dimensional drift. Like I was saying, G2, they've got a decent playbook on this map. A lot of it, though, was quick, well-coordinated executes, splits. Trying to use overwhelming utility advantages. This is very nice, as you pointed out. The audio cue given there. The other thing, though, the G2 was super ready for was any kind of flood attempt. It's not just the Thorns, they were also, you know, eyes on those smokes, waiting for Bang to run through with a flash. And the silver lining around G2 not getting early ults online is that they're about to access an immediate, enormous arsenal.
Senna playing a bit more loose onto the other side of things, just trying to earn ults of their own. They grabbed an orb for Zelsis. He has the sealed garden if they get into position. So Zekken has really got to hold on to spawn control. His team are here. Nades, push them back in case there is that flood attempt. A bit of spam. Oh, leave. Gotta be careful. Gotta be really careful like that. Here's that ult. I just talked about it. He's gonna be playing a bit of a difference. Leap goes down. No, that's an aftershock. Meant to deal with this one. Shorty in hand. He's up on high ground. Just laying down death from above. Still, it's Sentinels managed to regain control of the side. It comes down to the spam straight down main. These players are toppling Sentinels. It looked like they had an advantage, but just like that, turn of a dime, it's all gone the wrong way. A tap, they've earned half. Guns out wide.
Now Valen has
Balance got the ult, over the strike. Your outs are dwindling. Your options are out. And what can Zekken do? Salvos to work against. The rapid spike approaching. He's forced to save it away.
At least he saved, like, holy fuck.
Decent opportunity, actually, of being able to get a kill on sand.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
G2 in odd post-plant spots there, scramble away with a victory. That's a Jorgamo play if I've ever seen one. But they're relying on spam here to be able to get the job done. And then just got the ult online.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about though, this bank of ultimates is up now for G2. And this is very concerning for Sen. G2 weren't forced to use them early in the half. And now assuming they can navigate an anti-eco, it's going to be really difficult for Sen to win any of these eco swing rounds.
Going for heaven? What is that? Ah, just, okay.
Alright,
No
so
attempt to nav it, yeah.
yeah, stopping any kind of flood.
Bang is feeling the heat.
Oh!
My God, what a shot to hit. But they know where he is now with only 2 bullets left to work with. It's a quick cleanup indeed by Jonah P. The Thorns popped off as the flood attempt is occurring. Sentinels just trapped up in the brambles. No chance in hell to see if they can turn the tide of that fight.
I think G2 have got really
Okay,
good
Zekken.
awareness of how to stop these.
This is your ace. Oh!
It'd have to be a 1v4.
Zekken has done crazy stuff in the past, but he doesn't know where the sand player is. Flashback. Perfect timing. Jonah P just spams it down even though he was blinded up. 5-1.
And still big ultimates available for G2. Right?
Oh
I mean,
my.
enormous ultimates available.
They're huge.
In fact, though, Sen have caught up a little bit. But this round is going to mean everything for the first half. Sen down 5-1. And if they lose this, they'll have invested a bunch of ultimates. Their guns are going to be mostly disappearing.
Very all in from Sen.
It's their pistol round strat again. They're waiting to take contact, holding the fault line.
Pixel angle play by Zekin. He's not going to be caught though. Has the TP to get back and away. He is anchoring hard onto the site. Not sure if they heard that one as a Rolling Thunder clears his way through. Oh my, the clone on top to try and fake and obfuscate where he could be hiding, but he cannot escape from that Jorgamo sightline. Makes an attempt of it, putting a squeeze onto the side players, but G2 are just overwhelming it, man. Holding it down, they know what to expect.
And so much good utility to stop the flood from coming through. Jorg deliberately got breach ulted there, by the way. He got catapulted in by his own breach. He's got Blast Pack and Rolling Thunder sending him in.
It's a hell of a lot of momentum.
And that's what I'm talking about. Sen, they gotta save this, and they might be able to pull together a buy. They got 1,000 credits in the bank on a few of their players. John and Zelsis don't need to rebuy armor. You know, they'll be able to get something going, but they've used big ultimates.
Yeah. Saving again?
G2 still have Visal, Armageddon. They are completely running away with this map.
Incredibly tricky spot for Sen to be in. And at this point as well, if they make the adjustments, I mean, G2, they've conditioned them heavily over towards A. They could just turn the side over towards B.
I'm already starting to think, it's way too early, by the way, but I'm already starting to think about Haven and the fact that we haven't seen either of these teams.
Please don't go to Haven.
Soft ban for both of them, almost a perma, where they just have been avoiding it.
And yet it's the decider for the trophy if G2 continue this momentum.
It's hard to stop teams. Yeah, I mean, I do.
That's crazy.
He fake clones over the top just in case, but I think with the clone just on top of the wall, it kind of gives it away that that's not the real one.
You don't think that's reasonable?
It's cheeky, but doesn't quite work out for them, and it forces the timeout from Sen, as we were saying, because this is a map that is just rapidly dwindling, getting away from them. It's 6-1 currently for G2.
And honestly, is there anything that complicated about what G2 are doing? It's not tough for John to get the read on. They're running splits on them. They're picking A or B, and they're running a split. But Sen can't stop them. And Sen can't get Flood rotates through because they're getting blocked by the Thorns, by the Brim Molly. The utility is just creating a clear pathway for G2 to get into the site. And unless Sentinels have really good set retakes, and maybe that could be the answer. Focusing on set retakes and focusing on early round aggression in a certain area, so that if you realize it's an A split early on, you can go and take tree, go take arcade, and at least have a flank going in the retake, so that you're not all stuck. But these site anchor players are just getting completely left on an island.
And here's where the conditioning plays a part, because it's all been A, and now G2 looking over towards B main.
Okay, but also, look at Zelsis. How is he going to be able to get value from this spot? I mean, you're about to face so much util, and there is no help coming. I mean,
they chose attack, too. I don't know what's happening.
Especially if this drone spots him, which no one is here.
But Senna react pushing.
Right here, yeah, they're through. Already on through the choke point. It's a fault line. Armageddon, there's no chance.
You're done so.
You're done so. Straight into the open arms and the firing line the G2 were waiting for. And look at this read. It's the wall, I think, that was triggered. They got to know that there was something up on towards the flank. Something was smelling up, and it's onto Zekin. Layering down. That's suppressive fire indeed. Gets the one. Still alive. 56 health to work with. He's making his way forward.
Oh!
QT.
My fragging IGL!
Sorely needed here for Sentinels.
And Zekin relocates, takes the rope. Oh, and John is too good for it.
Nice.
What a day for John.
My fragging IGL? Oh my god.
Guides them to their second round. So it was that adjustment.
We doubled around, boys. Let's go.
So you have a flank going on. And G2, they actually did read it, as you were saying. The Vice Wall gave them the cue. They just couldn't win the fight at Tree. And they couldn't get past John. Is that going to work as a tactical adjustment, a strategic adjustment for the rest of the half? There's 4 rounds left to be played. Does it force G2 to slow down?
Very spread out. This is an awkward smoke to try and get past.
They actually are defaulting for the first time here, G2. Yeah. They've not just picked the strat from the playbook.
Leak didn't get any acknowledgement from the deep flash that he just threw out there through the smoke, so they know that B main was clear.
But Sentinels weren't simply picking a timing and pushing. They were using the fact that Zellsis knew it was a B hit to push out holes. So the fact that G2 are defaulting right now, it's not really putting a threat in the mind of Sen.
Oh, this might be a perfect time. Wait a minute, it's an
The
aftershock.
aftershock. Nice read.
Yeah, John barely gets out of dodge. They know the breach is going to be on the south side with a play like that. Drone of their own as well. Clears the way through A main, but this is all 5 players grouped up. Normally they've been opting into the A splits. You can see eyes are trained. Sentinels are worried about potential threat of drop, and if they try and contact play into it as a Steel Garden, respect shown. Smoke split up the site. Util of their own going to be used and expended, trying to slow them all the way down, but Jogamo's straight in there.
It's amazing retake ultimates here for Sentinels. Zekken can give them full info for the breach ult.
And here it is, Dimensional Drift. It's going to point.
He's in the smoke. He's in the smoke.
Potential there with a breach shot, but Junkie T has gone down. Jogamo's found one onto Bang as well. And the ults let loose. There's 20 seconds left into this. Zeken's just trying to buy some time for the rest of his team to get in. He could be the difference maker. 13 seconds, he needs to clear this guy up. He's got 1 for his troubles, but it's all answered. G2, lock and key is what he got to side under. Zellsis creeping around the corners, but even the drop just being watched for. 7-2 now. That scoreline, just when you think Sentinels are being able to...
It's okay. 9-3 half, and then we win the game, you know? Don't gotta win the battles, you just gotta win the war.
Like they got all the info that they needed, and then G2 got a couple of kills that seemed like they came out of nowhere. There's one onto John, and there's the second onto Bang. And that put them in a devastating spot. John got stuck in a corner, but Bang's death, you got to credit to Jogamo actually getting proactive and working his way through the smoke.
Yeah.
And another tactical timeout being called here for Sentinels. They're in a tough spot. 7-2 down.
Is this their second time?
Back and forth game here. What a best of 5 we've been treated to. And it shows you that I think the map picks are a little bit fraudulent in these kind of BO5 situations. Both teams doing better on the maps that they didn't pick.
I think Sen putting in a lot of preparation, knowing that they were going to be going onto those maps.
Yeah,
they had clear ideas there, but
they should have had available anti for this map as well, actually, because we've seen G2 play it, albeit only once. And Sen, I don't think have been able to come up with the right answers early enough to G2's overwhelming executes.
I can barely breathe, man. They're trying to anchor into that spot. Like you said, I mean, this is flashes, stuns, thorns through the smokes. There's no flood attempt, there's no anchor attempt. You can't do it.
I thought this was the third game and Sen were up 2-0.
When they get on the attack side, they could do similar stuff themselves.
Oh, yeah.
They still have all the same tools, albeit that slight difference between the Yoru and the Raze.
Gives you extra options, though, if they lean into it. But they need rounds here and now in this first half. You can see that's why Sentinels have used 2 timeouts at this point. And there's a familiar little Molly lineup that's going to be landing, I believe, into the back section of tower. There it is.
Hey.
Clears the way.
And then you've got the salvos following up. If you were in tower this round, you're dead.
Outside, though. Aware of that. Don't really have the guns, though, to do a good job of things. Still, that flash actually could have saved it for the retake, but nobody pushes forwards. In fact, I believe it's the Thorns in the smokes again. Just deaded off the call. As soon as they hear that util is going to be expended.
I mean, Leafs just used another one as well.
Stops them from getting through, but second is the one with a rifle. Hero plays in order, and just the timing unfortunate there.
Bruh.
Taking a little bit of a swing, flash up through into the corner.
Bye, my finger.
He's committed, pushing these players out wide, and there's util in their hands. They're just left looking clueless. G2
9-3 half, and then we win the game.
looking cold with it, man.
That is beautiful. Leaf has so much impact in this round. Throws down the Thorns to stop any kind of flood attempt coming through, and then flanks underneath tunnel to get the wraparound on an area that Zekken had already cleared. When Zekken goes down here, it's like, all right, okay, we don't have arcane control, but neither do they. Little do they know that Leaf is on the prowl. 8-2. And it's looking more and more likely that this trophy is going to get decided on a complete unknown map of Haven.
Yeah, we don't know what to expect. We really don't. Bullets are hitting, connecting, bang, pressing the advantage is to send. They're trying to get ahead of these timings that G2 are taking. Works out in their favor, but it's going to be util use pound per pound. And Jonathan pushed forwards into it. To scramble, an attempt of salvage from here. G2 to get that spike back. And
Zekken up again.
apparent which area of the map they're trying to fight over at this point. Sentinels. Ooh, some way or form, they have that advantage. They
Flash didn't catch on to John QT somehow there.
Yeah.
But they didn't execute anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Through the map. Oh my god! Bullets almost landing. One's up and over. Celsius has to respect that, give up that space. Cut Noise, playing it slow now.
Senna pretty happy to just rotate to where the noise has been, though. Here's a Tejo drone to try to get a little more info.
Didn't clear the box. They're worried about Sam at the same time, and here's the Salvos. Oh, no, there's no gaps to play in. Tap with the Guardians in hand. Leave it just down to Trent, though. It's a 1v2 and offline.
He hit with the up, finally.
But they're going to take it, I think. They need every single round they can take.
Hey, and then G2 is his round.
An 8-4 half if they could get a pistol. Something that generally has been evading them a little in this series. Maybe it's doable. Narei stepped up when his team needed him in that brawl over towards Halls this round. And they left Zekken and Zelsis Wall alone on B. It's allowing them to stack the sights a little more.
Final round of the first half here on Fracture.
Let's go G2.
And a B split called. Zelsis under pressure drops back into sight.
Is the crowd dead today? Because I haven't seen the crowd at all.
Unleashed. It's good util. To Molly. Thorns, and he knows the wall's there on top of it. Out of the way, the fuse is going to be running out. Bang just takes the timing. Pushes straight past it. The initiative seized there by Sen. Spike dropped down into no man's land. Now Trent has earned himself an ult, but it's a 2v5. And with these players,
Bruh.
the ult.
Bruh.
On into the next half. Sentinels done enough here.
Yeah.
Pretty great. Honestly, that is the adjustment that Sen were looking for. Feels a bit like the end of Abyss, where it took them a while, but they eventually got the read on how to play against G2. A flawless to end the half makes things doable.
I feel like attacking is easier though.
But at the same time, they've got a very similar comp on attack, so it might just end up being overwhelming execs from them.
Could just be that snowball potential, the execs coming through, attack side, whatever it is. But listen, we're going to send it down to GB and Roof, who are down in the crowd. Let's send it down to them now.
Yes, we are. I'm joined by Paul here, a person that I grabbed from the crowd to participate in this game. Paul, where
the Martinez, California.
No!
we got a local Californian in the house, guys. Give it up, give it up. Now, let's get into this real fast.
I don't know where that is.
The game is chuck the raise nades into the bucket. Riv is in the middle of the crowd, and you got a bunch of raise nades to toss into the crowd. I mean the bucket, whichever you decide. Let's go ahead and do this. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, Elmos, a little more.
Whatever you do, don't hit the jib. That costs a lot of money.
Don't worry, abilities don't kill everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
There it is.
Here. Yeah, hold this.
Almost.
And then I'm gonna toss them over here. Oh no! Oh no!
Keep it coming.
Oh no! There are grenades everywhere.
Almost.
Oh, get out! Oh man,
he's
it's
just
almost
going
as
far
if
now.
I'm doing this intentionally.
He's launching.
All right,
He cares
guys,
about the community.
Riv, come on. Hold on.
Oh, stolen.
Riv, hit it. Catch it, Riv.
That was not your attempt, GB.
I'm trying.
Another.
I'm trying. Oh, we got a few
Another.
more.
Wait, how many is supposed to get?
And another.
Wait, still that?
Okay, not that one.
He's not that shit, bug.
To the bucket. Go. Believe in yourself. You can accomplish it. Maybe not that one. It's okay. You don't.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? A lot of seats are empty.
Guys, give it up for Paul.
Why?
Riv, how many did we get?
We got 3.
3. Let's go.
That's a PRX shirt in the
I'll
background.
do some free stuff as well, but folks, let's get back into the game and do this bad boy. Come on, give me energy.
And there's a lot on the line here for Sentinels. The pistol round, it's all he needed. Currently 8-4 with G2 versus Sen. And the cider map here for that trophy. It's the grand final.
That one guy snatched the fucking rage nade, bro.
2025. Both of these teams are really pushing each other. The adaptations, the hits seem to be coming through.
And a
Shots
big clash.
fired. Yeah, and this is it. Did you order a little bit of Argy-Bargy? She might be off the contact. Full line. It's a little bit delayed, and they want to take it one step further. Narrate hard committed. Flash will not save you.
Well.
Three-piece.
Well. Did they try the same strat that G2 did?
Are they going to be able to find the timing here? Leaf tucked in, waiting for it.
What? He's turning to reclaim the flash. He's using it for information. He's just missed that mark.
It still should not be winnable for Sentinels because of the Spike's position down here at Dish. But in theory, if John manages to pick up Valen, it could be. Jorgs look in. They've spotted one.
It's an important fight happening over towards the A site.
Yeah.
John wins it.
Oh! You didn't see him.
If John wins it, then Jorg and Trent would have to turn around. There's still 45 seconds here, and Celsius has found that they've backed up. So he was being pressured out from taking this fight, and he's taken some space.
Oh, he's just body blocked the thorns.
You can do that.
Ahead of it.
Wait, it bounces off people?
John has made the wraparound, and Valen's still looking for him in Hall, Sand.
Comes down to this fight.
Wait, I thought they could hear the zip line.
Respect shown by G2. Peppering them with bullets straight through the Dish, but they've got the spike and they got themselves out. But there's only 17 seconds to work with, and here's the danger.
G2 have got the read.
Yeah. And planting out potentially. I'm not too sure when the salva's coming online, but Jordan was already there. Just been using to see if they can push this one by the 6 seconds left.
Bruh, an 8? Oh! Jeez, okay.
There's your eye by Power Ace.
That's ridiculous that that's an ace round. Normally the aces are super condensed, put together. But Jorg aces on the pistol, stopping them from getting the spike. I like the setup from Sen. But Jorg just hit the
Thanks!
That's hashtag unlock your ace on social media as well. You're getting plenty of prizes.
I need a sneeze, but I can't.
Into a Twitter clip, but
Help me, boy, help me.
Well, here G2 with another opportunity.
Jorg's 2 away from the ult.
He's gone for the ult orb off the back of the salvo pressure. And now he's got the timing to come back and potentially collect some of these kills in Sand.
Ooh.
Door open though. Trying to be.
You want to eat it?
Something's up. Playing this one safely, just a slight jiggle, but potential to be overwhelmed. Jorgen's got a nade, flashed up, blinded, and here's the swing. And
what?
No! The classic
Ooh.
white. Rare whiffage there. Cleaned up in the end. G2.
Wait.
It's 10 rounds.
He ran out of bullets or what?
A bonus round is going to be looking increasingly deadly now from them as well. But that showstopper has been earned up.
And I think this is the kind of situation, 6 rounds down, where Jorg has actually managed to work up, because of his ace on the pistol, he's worked his way up to a defensive showstopper. These are the kind of maps where I think Sen, even if they play their absolute best, they're going to need G2 to fumble if they want to be able to lift the trophy at the end of Fracture. They need a bit of...
No, I was gonna go for another map. People's gotta get their money's worth.
Everything seems aligned here for G2.
It's scripted.
Can Sen find the magic?
Drone opens the door, and Jorgen's right behind it. That nade.
Eh?
Rebound. It's almost perfect. Damage done. Ray survives. So lots of util in hand as well for this reclear coming through. Drone. See what it spots off. And here's an attempt.
Okay.
Second steps forwards. Trendo quick on the trigger and the trade.
They got rid of Jogamo though, which means no showstopper. So that's one piece of plant denial not available. Can Sen get in? Valen under pressure.
Yeah, definitely under pressure. There's flashes all over the place, man. He's blind as a bat. He can't see anything in this spot. So
Bruh! Okay.
But Celsius stuck himself now onto the site, and he's left with a series of unknowns just wandering around his head. Where are these players? He's tapping, hoping, praying that they open themselves up into it, making it that much more winnable. Dodges the flash, and now he knows it, at least expects it. One player, at least in domain, sees the back.
No!
Straight locks onto him. All bang to the head.
And G2 convert the bonus, something that was going on frequently in maps earlier today.
Oh, I need to sneeze, bro.
Pearl. Valen's under enormous amounts of pressure there. He's got a salvo that he sat inside of, has to push forwards, gets team flashed as well, and still got a kill.
You got team
It's
flash?
kind of ridiculous that he's able to come away with the goods in that spot. Sen have got to cobble together a buy, and it's not pretty.
It's desperation. It's the trouble. Jogamo's still holding on to this showstopper on top of it. Not a pretty buy at all. Zekken. Flash primed. Doubled up, actually, just in case someone was anti. Sen are aware of the gaps in terms of how they wanted to play this one, but it's immediately caught. You can see Valen rattling off commands to the rest of his team.
I mean, look at Trent pushed out over towards the north side.
He's got so much information.
They're flanking so early. They did this in the prior as well.
Just, lands to the slaughter.
Alright, go next map, please.
You can take away his gun, but he's still got the rockets. Still the salvos out wide here, drifting in and out of these fights, and it's Bang who ends up dropping 2 players left to stand here from Zenit, Zekken, and Zellsis, trying to make sense of this chaos in the round, trying to reclaim any sort of space. Zellsis slips in from under. There's the one, Jiggle. Stun, oh no, just a bullet time, slowing down the momentum. He can't evade that.
Good dodge on the flash. Step 1.
Many more to follow, and
On their own defense half. G2 are ahead in the macro.
I know my internet died.
there's no more room for error for Sen. At this point, basically just thinking ahead to Haven, but gotta focus. Maybe gather a bit of momentum, just make it that much more doable. Valen does eventually get removed away from the side here. The bullets are firing, Sentinels flooding out the feed.
They know the tree's been compromised.
It's going to be heard for. Committal, they know where the plant is as well. That nade is going to be rebounding, pushing John out into the open. And, well, okay, now a spray down, Trent! Where have you pulled that from? Just from the side, just when you thought Sen were getting
412 is crazy.
this round, it's a 1v1. Him versus the Wraith. Doesn't expect the reposition, the Wraith straight from behind. Took that fast time in a flank around, and so the slightest of breathing room. But the question is, how many more rounds can string together until it's just over?
I also think that's the only way you're killing Trent at the moment. With a
Comebackable? Winnable?
If you take a straight fight against him at the moment, he looks unstoppable. 17 and 6 on this map, by the way.
Come on, man.
Please blow my nose.
Brick by brick. Well, they'll need another 7 rounds. Just to get things to overtime, by the way, not even to win the map.
Morale.
Oh, my internet did die.
Big ults on either side.
They need to be looking for these defensive pushes because G2 are constantly active.
This is going to be cleared out. Wait a second, Sen. No, they're being squeezed up onto the ropes. Celtics just couldn't quite escape in time. Trying to go a little bit quirky with the movement there. Second's just not able to get that kill. Slater's missed with a Bucky in hand. And it's up to Bang to respond. And he does. It's 2 ripped away and Armageddon of their own, and they have that site access. Turning it back into
3v3. Shit, we said that at the same time.
Slowed once more. Great sticking with the plant. John finds his kill and his mark. Leaf. He's cheeky with it on this map. He's often trying to take those timings, and it's unusual to catch him unaware.
They've just heard the door open, but I don't think they're going to be aware of Valen. They still think there's a chance that he's over towards Spawn.
Senna not out of that danger zone just yet. Creeping forwards, he's just spotted it. Just the shoulder. Fault line is instantaneous. It's rapid. These players are dwindling. They are toppling. G2. It's almost there. It's
GG.
have it.
Map 5.
Haven is inevitable.
The best of 5 in the kickoff trophy between our 2 top teams from Americas. And it goes all the distance, all the way. Not every map has been close here today. Each round feels like there's chances for either team to win. This one probably the most one-sided in G2's favor, at least. They certainly came in with a bigger macro understanding of what they wanted to do. Their attack side's impossible to flood defend against. On defense, constantly getting those pushes working. The set plays, the ideas were great. Do we have any clue, though, what's going to happen on Haven? No. We haven't seen it from either of these teams. They've been mostly banning it. It is such an unknown way to
I feel like
crown
G2
the
is
best
gonna
team in
win.
Americas of early 2025.
Yeah, and what a way to do it, man. These teams have pushed each other to the brink. As you mentioned, Josh, listen, not every map has been close, but we deserve this. These teams are delivering. Haven is where it's all going to be decided. Multiple
Honestly, the map pool right now is fucking ass.
Cannot wait to get back into the action.
No, that's crazy. Con ơi. Con ơi. Ăn cơm không? Ăn cơm nhá. 2 minutes! Holy fuck. Bánh mì biển này. Cà rốt chứ nha. Ow! Stop fucking biting my fingers! Đi xuống đây. Đi. Đi đây. Ăn từ từ, tôi nghe chưa từ từ thôi. Patience, patience. Slowly, bitch, slowly. You gotta chew it. Từ từ thôi, ok? Từ từ thôi. You keep biting my fingers. The long play seduction.
G2 doing enough to slow it down. Lee's timing is impeccable.
Silence all over, and second swings back, side gets 3.
And it can only end like this. Map 5 on the horizon as G2 manages to pick up Fracture 13-5 in what could only be one of the quickest maps that we have seen here.
Why does Mimi look like she's being held at gunpoint?
About the pace of that map compared to the rest. Split had less rounds played. It was a 13-4, yet that map went for 15 more total minutes than Fracture at a 13-5. And this map in particular, I think, really illustrates what Josh Ortiz said about how dynamic the team is with the pace, with Giacomo in the roster.
Yeah, she's being held at gunpoint. I don't know.
Average time to plant the spike, G2, is 35 seconds compared to, for instance, on Abyss, 50 seconds. Split, 57 seconds. They are running it down on this map.
Bro is counting the seconds? Are you fucking kidding me?
Where they are running it down throughout this game because they had some really well put together executes with this comp that we were seeing out from G2. This first one, they're all passing that Vise wall together, so it doesn't actually cut anyone off. Then it's an aftershock to stop the flood from coming in. Then they're throwing down thorns. They have so many layers of utility to stop the defenders getting out these smokes. Most of the time, the win condition as a defender on Fractures, getting past that smoke, getting in on this flood. But with the Vise, with the Brim Mollies, with Raise Nades, they're so good at stopping Sentinels from having that opportunity. Here's another. Jog gets sent flying with the rocket in hand. They're ulted by the
If I was there right now, I'd be getting nachos at this exact moment.
And then they clean up with some really pretty fundamentals on this round as well. And it was rounds like this all day on that attacking side to put G2 so far up on Fracture.
Incredibly impressive to see the speed at which G2 is taking some of these executes, and I mean, just even reflected in the first kills as well. Just the fact that you start off just so aggressive in their face, really leaving Wyatt Sentinels with no real option but to just kind of like deal with that aggression every single time.
It is this composition that is on this map instead of the Yoru that Sentinels were opting for. We see that Yoru be, to some extent, a natural counter to this Taeho meta where you can draw out the util and teleport away. But when you have the Raze, that's just even more damaging utility to sync up with everything else that you've already got. So when you're playing that fast style, anchoring against this comp is next to impossible.
Yeah, no, of course. And there's obviously, as we look forward here, we have Fracture on the horizon. I mean, I don't even know what to expect. Oh, sorry, not Fracture, Haven. I don't even know what to expect there. Look at that, my brain's all
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this last map was like the Jojima Rays show, but there's so many options on which.
Yeah, I don't know about a Yoru on.
Has played Haven just yet in kickoff.
Wait, what am I? What is it?
Unknown
What is
quantity.
it? I don't know about Yoru on Fracture.
Of a series, is it going to be more Breach Teo Yoru like we've seen from Sentinels? Is it a more classic comp like what the Brazilian teams have played? There's a lot of options for this map number 5.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last we were seeing of Haven, it was the very standard. You got your Breach, you got your Jet, etc. What we've always seen on the map. And do they dare try and play with a Tejo look to try and really prioritize controlling areas of the map like A main? It's possible, but so cool that we've made it the distance in this series.
Yeah.
So we got to see Sen debut on Fracture, and we get to see both teams debut on this.
Well, that's what it's all about right there. They're playing for the kickoff trophy. And of course, for Sentinels, they'll be playing for their second kickoff trophy here in G2, desperately trying to get their first. The question is, who's going to come out on top? You don't want to miss it. Map 5 coming up right after
This
this.
fucking trophy is so ugly. It looks like a funnel. Like a shot glass shaped like a funnel. I don't know. In John QT we trust. I should have gone today. They would have got done with like a meet and greet.
This is it. This is what it all comes down to here in our grand finals of.
What the fuck is this sweater? It's fucking
They have been so close.
dinosaur is getting
Good
slaughtered.
chances to win a grand finals here. They've been in familiar spots, but it's crumbled beneath their fingers multiple times. Sentinels themselves have gone on a run. They can cast their minds back to 2024 and understand how far they came in that fashion in kickoff itself.
Does he
The
have
last time that we saw
a
those
ring
two
on
teams match
both
up in
his
this
ring
tournament,
fingers?
Sen weren't close, right? So it's not like you have that same fire underneath you of we're within touching distance. This time they are. Breach Tejo gonna come out with Yoru, so sticking so heavily to the meta, if you want to call it that at the moment, for G2. Not adapting to Sova Breach, for example, or playing a Jet here. What are we gonna see from Sen? There are so many different options on Haven. Oh, I love this. Okay, so Yoru ISO going back to like a Fnatic-esque composition, but allowing both of your duelist players, because let's be real, that's what Narrate is in his heart of hearts, to go out there and frag. If there was a map for Narrate to be able to come back to Americas after his year in EMEA and showcase that he's that kind of player that deserves respect to pick up a trophy, he could put out an insanely good performance here on ISO. What to expect? Neither of these teams have played Haven this year.
You can only go off familiar scenes whenever teams are trying to play the same compositions, but you just don't know how they're going to be coming into it themselves. From map 5 to the decider for the grand finals between these two teams, they're getting readied up. They're going to be heading into Haven. Pistol round where it always begins. But so many unknowns here. We've got to get the energy up because this is it. It's what both of these teams have been looking for.
Okay, now it looks fuller.
Revenge for Sentinels to steal away that trophy and title and chance for G2. And for them, it's been in the making for many, many years.
We know roughly how the Euro ISO composition is going to work. There are not many people playing G2's compositional archetype here on Haven. It has huge amounts of area denial, but it should be limited on the info it gets on defense, I think.
Full speed ahead. Sentinels, not quite, faking it out.
Waiting for, waiting for a fault line, waiting for a salvo, something like that. Maybe even seeing if the wall was triggered there.
Yeah.
And the clone did pass the choke point, so you're pretty confident the Vice isn't playing C.
Just leaves 2 options on A. One from B, one garage.
Well,
Light
yeah,
work,
I mean,
really.
there's
Light work.
tons of different lanes, but it does mean that they could re-hit C after a little bit of exploration elsewhere. So they're pushing back a potential defensive push on A. Looking to cut off some rotates too, or are they going to hit the B site?
Might be where their eyes are settling on, but
Zekin's
Deep
gate crash
C.
just expired in spawn, so he's going to be stuck on the C lurk.
I think they're trying to make this feel like a B hit, and they're going to pivot into the C, but we'll find out ourselves. Shield popped, trying to ISO these fights. Zelsis gets caught onto the flank there. Stun's going to be that connection. The rate a lot to do into this spot. Spamming away, praying, and the damage done. He was whistled down to just
3v4.
It was enough at the end of the day, but Zekin has granted them at least easy access, potentially over towards C. He might have just seen it, twists and turns, and these fights that are taken. Jorgamo wins it out versus Bang. It's going to be committed. Stuck down by John QT, but it's him and Zekin with a lot to do.
A 2v2 fight in Garage going to be set up here.
And damage done prior. I mean, Jorgamo just goes down at a TP relocation. Pivot back and away, but John...
No!
Didn't anticipate that there was a second player ready to face it. And now Zekin in that 1v3. Valent's got the smoke for it. It's very difficult to play this one. Zekin purely just have to base it off of spam, essentially. And now he can stick it. His team is applying that pressure.
Yikes.
Down through C main.
Another pistol
Bro, the G2 crowd is louder than the Sun crowd today. What the fuck?
I don't think that's exactly what they drew up in their plan before.
I mean, tickets were sold out before they even knew who was gonna play. It's like sold out like week 1.
And yeah, Leaf is just pointing out.
I don't know why Zekin's grandma told me that G2 wasn't toxic. I feel like G2 is hella toxic. Nobody's played Reyna.
Mentioned there that we saw get caught in mid.
Not Pacific. I feel like PRX definitely playing Reyna.
All in, but TP forwards, and okay, what do you hear that? Zekin out into the open. Repeat taken by Jorgamo. Not shy to take those fights.
One of your big, small objectives in this round, I suppose.
Timing.
Oh,
Bangs managed to catch this. Yep. The drone
What
did not
on
clear him. Oh, he's playing this one to almost perfection. Paranoia sweeps its way through. Not sure if that connection's there, but a Util's going to be coming out in spades to see if they can help this one out. That's a TP into the back corner. Aftershock somehow catching on to these players. Ring around the rosies, and the spike dropped down into the open. There were chances there. Got to respect Sen. The gumption.
I forgot to vote again.
To jump on it, but doesn't work out.
That's 2 rounds in a row that Sentinels have called some kind of contact play through a choke point. And it makes me think that that's part of their overarching strategy, is to not give timings for the salvo, for the stun.
What the fuck is that?
Bang couldn't quite pull off the teleport there before the aftershock that came through default caught him.
Hey, we got away with the mistakes. Let's keep
Wait, is that an airplane? What is that?
I think that's important there, is that somebody
Oh.
needs to be taking contact. They're holding spots expecting Sentinels to make noise and use util. They've been caught now kind of twice.
Oh, Jorgamo, he's in their faces. He's only got a bulldog to his name. He's trying to take.
Why does that look like an artificial cloud? Like, that doesn't look right.
Needs to be very careful and worry.
What the
lucky not to
fuck?
just
Huh?
Trade out that orb for his life. G2 are now going to be getting primed and ready, and this is so quick, man.
It's a UFO.
Down through A short, all tripped up.
What is that?
Leaf versus Zelsis again on the flank, on the low.
There's a bug on
Leaf
my
has been good
window.
for it 2 out of 2 rounds so far.
Bro, that looks like a fake cloud that's moving. I don't know.
G2 grouping up towards mid.
Wow, double re-clearing mid, giving up Garage. What a call from Leaf.
Would have got a squeeze on them though. Do these players even know? Are they even aware? The answer is no. Leaf.
Stinger!
This contact stuff is to try to get around and behind Jonah P and Trent's util. But it's also making Sen not play together and play to their win conditions.
Why does my shit keep restarting? I'm so confused.
Half armor almost across the board. Region shields if they can afford it. Jorg is going to get information gathered. Wait a second.
Is it my internet that keeps fucking dying?
He wants to try and take that fight up through a lobby. They're not giving it to him.
He teleported back as well. Have they heard that? They're still pinging out areas over towards A lobby, so...
And through mid. Oh,
brutal.
Smoke propped up. Information gathered, and they're just
I feel like my internet keeps disconnecting.
G2 making a mockery of it.
I'm gonna get banned again.
You know what to expect here for Haven, but the game plan has just fallen to pieces for Sen.
They're leaving so many gaps, and G2 are finding them. I think Zels has got to be more defensive in his Cypher play rather than trying to find the lurk timings. He needs to stop G2.
Joanna P. 30 seconds left. Tucked up tight, reinforcements arriving. Spot the back. There's a swing. Bang's lucky.
Here's Zelsis trying to find that lurk timing though.
There's 20 seconds left. G2 no. Oscarage control. Okay, whipping a rifle back around again. Zelsis did get the one kill, but there's only 13 seconds left. They don't have main control.
10 seconds
I mean, Leaf has got this. Bang in the smoke.
Trying to go for it, a bit of spam. Oh, it's revealed his hand. Definitely has, but it's uncomfortable for Sentinels. They know that they have to fight for control of at least one of these areas of the map, and bullets are flying forwards. It doesn't matter. The player advantage of G2 have earned up more than enough to sail their way to victory in a 4th round now.
They should just hold W and rush site.
Once they get up to Euro ult, ISO ult, they can start to apply much more pressure onto these sites. But you can't be relying on the ultimates the entire time. You're still a round away from that, by the way. I mean, Sen have got to go, I think, here for another eco. It's looked like Sen's permaban.
Yeah.
So far, right? It's looked like we're finally getting to the portion of the BO5 where G2's double map veto is giving them the win. And I thought we were going to get here earlier. I've got to be honest with you. I thought that G2 were looking so clean so far in kickoff, not dropping a single map coming into this grand final, that with double map veto, Sen were going to struggle to hold on. And we've been dazzled by what Sentinels have shown us so far in these first 4 maps. Especially starting out so strong on Split. But here, it's not cooking. By the look of things, we can see the economy, and it looks like Sen are going to try to force this round.
Opted into it again.
They're one away from getting every single ultimate online. The one that I would be prioritizing is Narrates, because I think once you have Narrates ISO ultimate on the attack side, you can grab a player, scale off the back of that.
I have not even noticed ISO.
There's a lot of big execs you can do, and it makes it very difficult for G2.
Concern here though, G2 might be one.
So many G2 fans.
Time is going to start ticking at some point.
There's no Sentinel fans in there. I swear.
Yeah, they are so far ahead of this, aren't they?
It's a salvo. The fault line, I think G2 going to try to take that early control. That makes it feel like Jorgamo's not here, but he
well, even if
forwards.
Even if Jorg does have to teleport away, you've still got a crunch onto the ult orb.
He's made a bit of noise. Are they aware? Salvos. Hoping that they get pushed back into him.
Ooh! Okay.
That gives him the ult as well.
And with that, maybe you can snowball it into your advantage, but Senna taking it slow and steady once more.
The drone doesn't clear enough. The idea there is that the drone is supposed to see whether they're playing retake. If they are playing retake, you take the site. If not, you catch him in the ISO ult.
Oh!
He thought that he had the timing. Dimensional drift might not even be necessary, but he is going to spot out these players. And hello, comboed it up. Yep, take it into the gulag. Good luck winning.
No!
Somehow manages it. There's a shield to contest with.
Okay. We still won. We still won.
Impetus the round that Sen needed. Took a lot to get there. Looked a bit messy in the process.
But it was the right call to force up, knowing that.
Alright, Narrate needs to fucking lock in, bro.
As soon as you get the ult cycle going, Sentinel's comp is really difficult to defend against. You see the combos that they have. And even when Trent gets this, he's gonna get traded out. It is ridiculous that he also caught John Cutie.
Yo, you're in the ISO, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like G2 is as toxic as 100 Thieves. I don't know.
Whoa, what are we going for here?
Off the rips, flashes in their faces, salvos and Armageddon! Narrate stems the bleeding.
Okay, I told him lock in and he locked in.
Space off the back of that, but forced to respect it with a TP of his own. They're trying to squeeze these players.
Yeah, it's a set play that we've seen some other teams go for actually, but
Leaf holds over Zealous! Leaf's grabbed 2! Trent through the back to Razorvine and Hunter's Fury. He's going to be whipping his way around with just a one tag. Not enough to get the damage done. Not enough for the kill that they're looking for. Still,
bro, they're getting flanked.
Coming around the flank.
Oh,
takes it for the TP. I mean, this is just going to be again that chaos sewn into the mix, into the round itself. There's two players on Sentinels. They're looking to see if they can carve an opening.
Trent just got salvos back. They're trying to bait them out. Trying to bait out a peek.
Fighting for a link control as two players to meet them. Spots the shoulder. It's going to be a clone into your face. Big blinds in you potentially, but he turns it still. Flashed up.
No!
Into the open backside. 5-1.
Looked like Joe got that kill.
Dude, the G2 crowd is so loud.
5-1. Rough for Sentinels, especially when they start that round with 2 clean kills from their 8. That's brutal. The decision to go into the B side there and Leaf eats them up. I mean, that is ISO value. That's what you play this composition for. And then, what an angle.
Where are you going?
See, they're tossing us fuck.
This is worrying because G2, you can tell inside their comms, can feel the win, can feel the trophy.
Absolutely.
And if you're trying to play on the fact that G2 have choked before, you want to start strong, not allow them to get the confidence.
Salvo's out through mid, that's G2. Slowing down a potential mid-take.
This is one of the reasons the ISO is so good. You can use that shield to be able to just gather ult orbs up and narrate. Once he ults, he always has an ult point back. It should be so simple to cycle these massive ultimates up.
Time to judge.
Big struggle though so far for Sen. Now they're looking to make their way over towards Zayn. Right? Take a peek. It's a double player held down. I mean,
what?
For it. They hear the sound cue from the shield. He only gets the one. And every smoke, every option is watched for. Right now, Senna just throwing anything at the wall, seeing what sticks with these lurk plays. TP committed. Leaf is wondering whereabouts these players could be. Rolling Thunder gives him the time for the drop down. Flash on top of it. Hell player banging to the win that fight.
Okay, he won. He won.
Just one man. What can he do? Dodge at a flash. Quick turn to the side. Plant's still not down for them. Going to be stuck, committed. Cosmic Divido forces them forwards into the fight and into the fray. And G2 are now aware of it. They know the possible positions. The IGL has you in sights.
G2 are dismantling Sentinels. You see it in the rounds. Narrate just.
It's okay. This trophy is ugly anyways.
I mean, maybe just hoping that he would catch a solo Jorg holding the angle. And then Zekken does a very similar thing and just tries to find the timing into the B smoke. Both duelists lurking in this round.
Oh.
It's ranked-esque strategies, not what you expect from a team like Sentinels. But again, this is their permaban, so how much can you really judge them for the situation that they're in? They did an amazing job to get to map 5 here. But if they wanted a chance at victory with the benefit of hindsight, maybe it had to come on Fracture.
Yeah, just a little bit earlier.
Because this is looking tough. This looks like a team that doesn't have the depth in their map pool against an opponent that has got rid of Bind and Lotus. They're not going to be in these kind of spots too often. This only happens in grand finals.
It does. Just that best of 5 debuff that just occurs because when it gets drawn out to this point, like you've been mentioning, it comes down to the preparation. How deep does your map pool go? Of course, there's the mental resilience part of things. And Sen have got, listen, they're not lacking that experience in that department. They've been in tenuous spots like this before, competing for titles, trophies in grand finals. But G2, they just want it more.
And they've prepped more here as well. And also they've had enough of the match to get their form back, I think. And especially for Trent. I've been so impressed with what he's put together in the last 2 maps. He's looked electric. I think he'd probably be my MVP so far of this match. Still plenty of rounds left to play though, and there's a chance that Narrate can come online. He's still at the top of the scoreboard. He's not playing too badly, but the whole team doesn't really seem to have a good idea of how to maximize his value. But he's got the ult.
Oh, Salvo fault line all being expended here, but that's a TP clone. Actually on top of the bricks. That's a ult narrowly avoided.
He got the clone, did he?
Sucking onto a couple of these players. Yeah, is that a clone play? Absurd reactions from Jordan. We're just anticipating it, but a clone in your face doesn't matter.
Let's go!
It's traded in time. Bang at least gives them that. And a player advantage on top of it, but they haven't cleared. Valin backs to him.
Okay, nice.
Make sure to
Let's go, Zelsis.
Wrapping around by Leaf. It's all about this timing, and they are doubled up towards short. Doubled up and he's the player weak. Does he anticipate? The Celsius has cut it up into the corner. It's all about this time in the
Let's go!
off-angle approach.
Let's
And the player
go!
has held his ground.
Hurry up and win so I can sleep,
Questions
bro.
and challenges. Celsius delivers them around.
Tomorrow's gonna be such a nice day. I'm gonna sleep for 14 hours. It's gonna be great.
Himself on top of bricks, which was unexpected to start. But yeah, I'm pretty sure in the midst of all of that, we saw a pretty sick outplay with Jogamo using his clone to stop Narrate's ultimate. Didn't get them the round win though. Sen get 2.
That same A lobby aggression used off the rip forces the slowdown for Sen. Not that they were looking to go into that direction anyway.
Recon Dart also used off the rip towards the back of the C site, which I don't really understand the value of for John. I'll have that back at the minute mark.
Upton back into trying to take control of some of these areas. There's a wall into the face of Zekken.
Narrate kind of wastes his shield here just to take garage control instead of, well, I mean, I guess he's applying pressure. He's kind of just acting as a distraction and a lurk. It's a weird way of using the ice though.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to force that reclear, which Leaf apparently not favored for.
What?
It's impeccable with the timing. I mean, Narrate, he's just not worried about it. He's trying to back himself out of the fight. Clone was used in mid, just pulls back that wall as well on top of it, but the salva's going to be used as that response, and Jogamo ready to lock it down. He's got teammates at his back, and he's taking the fight straight to them. Flashes in their face, stuns the supplement, slow down the pace. The drone now has to be offloaded. Sen looking to get themselves in.
No, they did not see that!
Trent, he's just decimated them!
Clear your corners, please! What?
You can't get past this guy. He's been unbelievable in these last couple maps. He's 12 and 3 currently. And he lit the world up on Fracture too.
Oh my god.
The defensive util that G2 have to work with here is barbaric.
I'm caging.
I mean, he's making a comment there that the cage was beautiful for him to play around despite it being thrown from Zelsis, I think.
It's all smiles for G2.
All right, here's an exec though from Sen on an eco, albeit.
And they need Narrate to lead that charge. It is an eco.
Mary, bro, bro.
The weaponry for it still. Man gets the one, swing through the cage. And Zelsis has gone down anyway. It's rapid. And it feels like desperation at its core.
When you run those kind of fast hits, it does make it really easy for G2 to be able to find the right timings for their stuns, flashes, sucks, pulls, salvos. They've got everything. It's really tough. You can see why Sen are trying so much of this lurking, contacting style of play. But it makes their comp look so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Can John pull a rabbit out a hat in the world's most unlikely 1v3? Because otherwise, they've still only got 2 rounds out of 10.
There's no gun. There's no util, but he doesn't want to reveal it. The only thing he's got going for him is that they don't know where he is. He's timed across to the drone, but, well...
Now they know where he is.
Good luck crossing that boundary. Cosmic Divide even committed. Shows a bit of respect, I think, that G2 making sure to expend these ults. And they've got the crossfire set up. Jump spot. It's going to be dealt with.
It's okay. He drew out the Cosmic Divide. That's a win. But Sen needs some rounds at this point. G2 are running away with it. You're seeing that gap now between these two teams here on Haven.
No, we saw that gap like
tools as well to use on the attack.
On Thursday.
It's not just a defense-sided comp. We've already seen when they play, you know, Split, for example, is one where this comp is really difficult to stop once it gets rolling.
Oh my god, can this shit load?
Be grabbing that title, a trophy. It's eluded them and evaded them most of their careers. Here's aggression. Increase again with the tempo, but that's Bang just perched up on top of the staircase, and the angle unexpected for Jogamo.
G2 feel like they have to make something happen here, because if they wait, Sentinels have got an enormous ult advantage. There's the Cypher ult.
Yeah. And it pushes back G2 when they were looking for another go at things outside the full doors. All up. Nerofef gives them the info. They know that A has just the one lurking for it, and Zekken's going to be gathering even more information. Thorn's popped off, but he doesn't care about that. Straight into the fight, Leaf. How cheeky do you want to get? Armageddon is going to be layered down onto these players as well, and it's created that window in the pocket. Still Zekken from behind, and he does wrangle his rifle just in time. It's 2 dropped. Zekken needed that. Needed to show himself up here. Still, he's stuck.
3v. 3v2. 3. Okay. 3v1. 3v. 2v1. 2v1.
1v2. Drone not being used. Flash up and over towards the top, but tagged up. Drone be forced to respect it. Cannot give these G2 players ins, and you can feel it now. Sen realize it. Offload and volley util.
Nice. Yeah, we got another round. 9-3. 9-3.
An 8-4 half could be possible. Could be. They would have to come out with some amazing game plans on the defense. Narrate's one away from getting ISO ult online. He can drag a player into a 1v1, but he doesn't want to go for Chocomo's clone again. So, I mean, this flood defend idea from G2. They have the Vice flash, and then Trent running through a smoke. Zekken had to do everything to stop it from working. Pryo has got to be getting that orb onto Nare.
Need the ult. See if they can turn around in their favor. As you said, 8-4, maybe it's winnable if Sen are able to grab it. G2 called in for the reinforcements just early on over towards A, but now playing a bit more fluidly. You hear the drone. Going to be used pound for pound out through mid as well. Both teams are going to be hunting for that information, and there's no orb in sight. Narrate just wants to try and take the fight straight to them. Maybe if he earns a kill, but that's a shield expended. He desperately needs this. He's forward, taking the timing, matters into his own hands, but it's just going to be fading out. The duration and an ult of their own. Jorgamo is going to be using it, gathering it, and he sees it. Tip tap of the footsteps, Leaf cutting up close onto the corners. Unexpected here, and here's some chaos for you. Attempt to reclear it, forces Sen to slow down.
They've used Recon just to check spawn.
Yeah.
Sen should be better on defense, no?
Even if he gets this ult orb, even if he gets the ult online, he doesn't have his shield because he wasted it earlier on.
That's what he would be hoping for. Any sort of advantage into this fight. Any information? It's an ult. A no-go. Everybody just cleanly out of the way.
Wow. Well, at least that's good info.
Into position for this one. Forwards double taking, just trying to get ahead of the curve as well as set up a curve.
Oh my god!
Does anything Valen? He's just running rings around him, but Zekken left to try and control the situation.
9-3 half. Okay. This is what I wanted.
Where we stand for the last map here of our kickoff grand finals.
And G2 are going to be feeling calm, comfortable, confident. After a very nervous beginning to this BO5, I would imagine.
Why are they nervous though? They haven't lost a single game.
Might get a chance in the winner's interview.
Or Matt.
With them to check that out, but here we go, all on the line, and G2 can sense that trophy.
The 9-3 half is what we're staring at, and it's the decider map for the grand finals. G2 have been on the cusp of a title many times before. This Valen-led team as well. They made sacrifices as well to stay together as a squad. They need this win desperately. You can feel it. And this time, They're holding all the momentum.
As you say, they were an Ascension team almost by choice. They were good enough for
Oh my
team
god, I need a
players.
shit. I need this
They
game
chose
to
stick
end.
together in tier 2. One Ascension came in, have been in multiple finals here in Americas as well, and this is their best chance. A pistol round that is desperate for Sentinels.
I need a shit so bad.
Slight pause into the round at the beginning. GT were hoping that one of the 7 players might have been caught unaware with a flash play.
Zekan's gone for the gate crash. So super common for the Yoru to start the round over towards A and then have that gate crash on C if needed. And maybe that mid utility just baited it out when he could have held his ground a little longer. Sentinels have decided to play A for retake, and I think this is quite readable because it's a pretty classic thing a Yoru Isu comp would want to go for.
G2 just crawling up onto the angles. Not a huge amount of util expended. Now the smokes are going to be spelling it all out here. John died against the backdrop. That's a clone. Set your eyes towards this one here. A lot of util now to try and push back these Heaven players. On top of that with a shot dart, and time has been bought. There's only 35 seconds left. In which direction are you going into, G2?
They're going back to Leaf.
It's a mad dash.
Leaf found an enormous gap in garage.
And Sen just following those sound cues. Might be kicking themselves. They're rapid onto the approach once more. There's only 17 seconds left. They want to try and get ahead of most of this here, but a vulnerable is going to push Leaf back. He did this job. He got the space for his team to try and get that plant down, and now goes into the retake that Sen desperately need. Trying to put a squeeze on them. Still a wall to deal with. Just a shoulder peeking out. Shots fired off as well. Calls made for G2. They want to try and take this full focus in towards the back of the site. They're eight to Kraken one to try and open.
Nice, nice.
Pressing forward. But still these players, these bodies, as much as the advantage was found, it suddenly just turned all the way right around. G2, how are you managing this? It was all, I mean, it was looking so likely.
Okay, I get to shit very soon, which is good.
His vice wall got tripped and he tucked in a corner, and then Jonah came back to help. Jonah was just.
Where is the Sen crowd? I feel like most of the people here today don't even like. They just cheer for who is winning.
But he's there to pick up the pieces, and it's pretty doomed for Sentinels. It's not even a large reaction here for Josh RT. At this point, it's the expected outcome for G2.
Like when I went one time, there was a kid who liked PRX, and PRX isn't America's, it's Pacific. So he just cheered for whatever team that was winning. I don't know.
You just don't have the weaponry to util to hold a candle right now. Sen can pray that they can get a gap in, but listen, rapidly approached. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. Sen, maybe if there was mistakes, but G2 aren't offering them. No cracks in the armor that they can wedge open.
They've certainly been tested in this match overall, but not here. And not on Fracture either. It's been a sprint to the finish line by the look of things. Sen are going to be waiting to get rifles online, hoping that they can do something, but this would be one hell of a comeback.
Why?
Jumping into that just to try to deny Jonah P the kill, because they do not want a Rolling Thunder available for the bonus. They're fine dying to Trent. So Sen have now got to get themselves into a spot where they can deny a bonus round, hopefully deny a Rolling Thunder, somehow turn this around with no practice on Haven. And meanwhile, G2 are sitting pretty. They've eased into this match. It took them longer than we expected. I thought maybe they'd drop one map here today, but Sen have pushed them much further. But these last two have looked comfortable. Back to that easy style of Valorant.
Yeah. G2 rolled out the red carpet for themselves, man. It's looking like a casual jaunt for them as they get ever closer to that 12th round. This is going to be the best chance in a while for Sen. You've got to do it multiple rounds in a row.
High-low setup here from Zelsis and back. Trying to deny the ult orb.
From clears. Oh, he missed his way around. I mean, he just committed the aftershock anyway. Doesn't matter that they missed him. This is C control and a TP deep up onto the side. Bang. Just trying to layer it down as well. A bit of recovery and fire is in order and necessary. But Narrate has got to do it all. Quick dismiss, a quick flick of the wrist just to try and dodge these dashes. And the flash is coming his way. 2 versus 3 though.
How? How? What the
G2 getting ever closer. Flowing forwards, facing away. John QT. It's a lovely time to make a play, but he's going to need a little bit more. Dart revealing, bit of spam potential, but still they're going to try and take this one together. And the jumping right.
Finally, let's go. Oh my god. Comebackable, comebackable.
A John QT miracle. 11-4. It's still a nightmarish road for Sen to walk.
That's such a bad bonus though.
But with less than 30 health combined, they get it across the line. Don't exactly understand how. This round ended up going so badly wrong for G2. They were set up pretty for it. They're going to need more of that. They're going to need G2 to take their eyes off the prize. Or get too obsessed with it and forget about the game, I suppose. Distracted by the gleam off the trophy. G2 group up for a fast A. Looking to maybe to get Trent the Armageddon, shut the door in their face.
They're waiting for Util. Trying to refight after it's expended on Sen's side. Salvos do enough as well to clear it out, so.
Yeah, they just push everyone away from reinforcing bricks. So as long as you hard clear bricks, as Jorg is doing, you're not too worried. Reclear though for Sentinels. It was working on split, can it work again?
They're going for it. Grouped up. Shield popped. Paints the picture. It's obvious right now for G2, but despite how obvious it is, you have to hit back and you have to fight back. Sentinel's not willing to go down without a fight, not just yet. To escape from this one without giving away too many more kills because they have that player advantage.
Cautious and respectful from G2, just trying to control the aggression from Sen. Didn't want to take too many unnecessary risks, but now they're going to have to do something. Down 3v4. Using that to break the trip.
The drone partially avoided still. It's good. John just playing back now, and the plan is retake over towards A. He's got the kill. He's played his life.
Individually.
No reason to overcomplicate it.
Individually, these initiator players on both teams are playing really well. Trent now, Armageddon online. I don't see how they could get this done. Should be Sentinels getting up to 5, especially because they're going to have full info on where these post-plant players are.
Did Zika miss the clearance? I'm not too sure. As a dart. Rebounding round the back and smoke to go unexpected, yeah. So, Dimensional Drift was essentially able to make that one just a walk in the park themselves. Sen, still here, still breathing.
Finding value off the reclear. They're going to need many more of those. So many more of those. But Narrate didn't have a chance to use his ISO ultimate here. So he's still got that available. And in a larger macro sense as well, they haven't really been exploring what Zellsis is up to. Zellsis has been putting a trip garage and then a cam to also watch garage. So when the trip gets broken by Trent Salvos, he still has info. Now this round, they've swapped it over, and he's defending on A. Are they trying to get value from the ISO ult early?
What is this? Decision making for Bang. He's forced to just make the decision right here now. Still, he knows that the players cross past that threshold, and it is return with a fire and a trade in sight. Bang dropped. Deep drone in. Could have been an incredible play to make.
Oh, Narrate used his shield, so he felt incentivized to use the ultimate, and he just sent it too late.
It's gone.
On an area that G2 had already evacuated. He does look a little uncomfortable on the ISO. Been a while since he played Duelist.
G2 happy to run rings around them. Within the chaos, they might thrive, and they might even be able to get that thrifty win still. Okay, there's a dart, a Hunter's Fury. It's all going to be used to stem the bleeding here for Sen.
Ooh.
Well, look, play for this one to the retake. Give it a spam onto the corner just in case. Trying to time it right.
Double flank. They're not thinking about this, surely. John completely caught unaware.
Yeah. So bullet to the back of the head for Trent. Fala steps forwards, only earns himself the one, but Sight given up. Zekin with the rifle. Locks it all the way down. Safety in numbers. And
that was 2 ults?
G2, they are 2 rounds away from getting that elusive trophy. And yet Sen are starting to put the rounds together. That's now 3 aces in a row. And what a play from Bang to begin the round. I mean, you can see him stuck, not used to that. Had to make a decision. These are the last of G2's reserves. The piggy bank, it's running dry. Probably they're going to run a fast round here because Jorgamo has the Yoru ult online.
Whoops.
Sen should be able to read that.
They should.
I did not just drop my iPad on the floor.
Out towards mid. Just the one spotted. Wait a second. Bait on the end
One
of
of
the
the starbursts.
Gonna be calling for the pings as well. Dart, fault line. An attempt from Jorgamo. He's got to worry, and he seems to expect that play was occurring. The squeeze. Trying to turn it onto him. Still, it's all the way out through C. Got util out into the hands and narrate with a shield. Can't overstep himself here. He goes into the pawns, he loses it anyway, but the duration just running out. It's a nice little util combo still. They're not out of danger just yet. G2 have control of this one. It's a lot of util expended at that. Paranoia sweeps its way through. No play to take space though, not from Sen. I believe they're going to get stalled out, and they are. Slowed down, re-clearance out into garage. Might just come down to these fights that are taken. Dart rebounds. Echo was almost alone when he's taking that one. And these players are falling. Sen to do a lot here. Clearing the way forwards. Jorgamo is low. The dash, or at least the flash, is going to be broken here. Cut it up. Leave cannot do it here. Leaving it down to Jorgamo. TP up on above. Jorgamo hits it. B2.
They are doing it. Senna bringing this one back. 5 seconds that they still had to play with there.
I heard that as 5 seconds.
Is great. The vulnerable into the shock dart is lovely too. But the way that they're playing off each other and the spacing here, pretty brilliant.
Wow.
Bang and John Cutie even setting up the high-low.
Yo, let's go.
Trent having 20 kills on the other side, taking their eyes off the prize for a moment.
It disconnected again.
You're exactly right here for G2. We know how much this means to them. Valens talked about it. They're confident coming into
I'm just gonna end it because it's gonna flag my account, bro.